Check 1-2 for real. The SS2 BHP used to be BP. It used to be not orange. I think BP used to be green. I remember a time when the roads in SS2 used to be two-way roads. And then they changed it, I guess. Of course, SS2 changed a lot over the years. I remember, I think where Ambank is now, there used to be a college. My cousin went to school there, and then I remember in McDonald's there used to be a playground. I used to go for piano lessons in a learning center on the same row as McDonald's. I used to walk there a lot. Of course, Safe Mart is gone. And there are a lot of durian stalls now. And KFC is gone. I used to walk out to KFC after school for what's that? For the Zinger burger. And then in secondary school, I used to go there with a friend after school for lunch. It's just changed a lot, or it's always been changing. The turnover rates are very high. Maybe the shop that's been around for the longest is Yuansang. Yeah. There's a sort of old-fashioned stationery shop on this road, at the end of this road near the bank. There used to be a proper full shop, and then one day it became a half shop. My father used to buy office supplies from there. And then when I started working in SS2, I also went there for office supplies. Oh, and then also SPL, I guess, is one of the more is one of the remaining shops. I used to buy school textbooks from there. When I taught tuition for a bit, I also bought textbooks from there. The back lanes in SS2, back street, back alley in SS2, still very dirty, still very run down. There's I remember when Pokemon Go first became a thing, and then I would be walking at night in SS2 and see all the rubbish everywhere, which is something you don't really notice when you're just out, maybe for food or maybe just to do like an errand. Yeah. SS2 is also known for food, of course, and then now durian. Everybody comes to SS2 for durian. Yeah. What else? There's a karaoke place. When it first opened up, I was in college, so me and my university friends would come. Also, a lot of gadget, sort of tech and mobile phone related shops opened up, and massage places. So sort of weird small trends like bubble tea places, massage places. The new pasar area. Wow. I remember coming with my mother to the Pasar Pagi. Now, of course, everyone goes to the Pasar Malam. Pasar Pagi is a different thing. You can buy so many things at the Pasar Pagi. You can buy flowers, clothes, pajamas, pillows. I used to like to eat a wonton mee at the Pasar Pagi. My mom is friends with, I don't know if she's still friends with them, but she used to be very friendly with a lot of the Pasar Pagi people. I think that the vegetable stall and the chicken stall lady is her friend. And right next to the pasar area is the big sort of empty parking lot, which is now taken up a lot by sort of durian stalls. I used to cross through that to get to the big bookstore, which is a bookstore that used to be in SS2 when I was a kid. Also, I passed through that a lot when I used to walk to school to Pui Chai. Yeah. Also, the first time I felt politically aware was also in that parking lot. I think one of the there were speeches there and stuff. I don't remember who. One thing I think people talk a lot about SS2 is, apart from durian, apart from food, is how difficult it is to find parking. Sometimes you see people park in the back lanes. I guess a lot of my memories of SS2 is also food related. As a kid, I used to live just opposite there's this main road just opposite the road that faces Ping On, the Chinese medicine hall. Ping On is also changed a lot. Now they have like this really nice and bright interior, and then it has a really nice, what is that called? Nice signboard. I used to take art classes also in SS2. At that corner place upstairs called Academy Inspire. They used to have abacus classes, which I hate. I used to cheat with my father's calculator, and then they found out, and then I didn't have to go anymore. SS2 is, I think, a sort of established suburb. Sometimes living in the suburbs gives you a sense of isolation. So there's all these shops and stuff, but you rarely go anywhere other than school, after school activities like tuition. And then I suppose every now and then you go to the pasar malam. In secondary school, if we had tuition at night, or tuition like in the evening, maybe 4 or 5 in the evening, then we would go to the pasar malam right after as a group. Bubble tea was just starting to be a thing then in the pasar malam. And then we'll all walk from the tuition center to either the SS2 pasar malam or the Chaoyang pasar malam, and pass by each other's houses. yeah, I've always thought that I'll not go anywhere else. I'll just live in SS2 forever, and then re-die here as well. But now I don't live in SS2 anymore. I just recently moved away. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. A lot of the smaller things in and around SS2 hasn't changed. For example, I guess because the people who live here are sort of the older generation, you don't really get to see, or like people renting. So then in that sense, it hasn't changed so much, or not as much as the shops. And then you see the sort of same kind of the same sort of old people who just more or less the same way at the parks, or or out trimming the trees in the morning or in the evening. A lot of kindergartens in the housing areas. Yeah, and then you see the old people walking their grandchildren to the schools and stuff. Yeah. Near where I used to live, at night, I guess like 8 or 9, you'd see a pair of old men. They'll be wearing all white, and they'll have their walking sticks, and they go walking around the neighborhood. Yeah, that's very interesting. I used to make jokes with my sister about how, if one day they pass, they'll still be walking around in the neighborhood, but in non-human form. There's also a really, really old couple who goes out by bike. So the old uncle be riding the bike, and then the old auntie be sitting in the back, and they just go very slowly, maybe out to errands, or just go out on a bike ride because it's nice, I guess. Yeah. I guess SS2 has really interesting old people. There used to be an old lady who would dress up really nicely and then carry around a pink color plastic bag and just go around walking in the housing area. And her house was a corner lot with a lot of plants, just brimming with plants. The entire house is just the entire front of the house is just covered in plants. And then one day I passed by that house, and the plants were all gone, and the lady was gone too. So who knows where she went? Maybe she passed, or maybe she went off to live with family. Yeah. I remember how, as a kid, living in SS2 made me feel very trapped. And then I went to secondary school, and my secondary school was directly opposite. Well, it still is directly opposite the Taman Bahagia station. And suddenly, it's like the way some people get a bicycle after they're a bit grown up, when they're a teenager, and then they feel free. But mine was the LRT. So yeah, I went to KLCC a lot as a kid, and then I also went to MCOT Mall. It's all the fun times of being able to feel like you can go wherever you want.